Welcome to the ozguri.com screencast tutorial on installing and updating AMD or ATI Catalyst graphics card drivers or display drivers for Ubuntu and Linux Mint and all derivatives of Ubuntu. These instructions will also work on Debian. Okay, so you need to check which AMD or ATI graphics card you have. Here I've got a Mobility Radeon HD series, and go to the website and download the latest driver, which I'm doing at the moment, as you can see there, and download their PDF instructions, which I've got open there, as it has the commands you need to type in. All you need to do is download this run file, and then you have to type a command in. You need to be in the desktop folder, which I am. So you just open up I should call it the terminal. I'm used to calling it command from Windows. But now I've gone on to this section here where I've discovered that I had to, if you've already got the old version of the ATI drivers installed, the ones that you can get through this hardware driver section of Ubuntu, then you actually need to turn it off before you can install the new version from the ATI website or the AMD website. Okay, so that was a bit of a learning curve for me. This was the first time I have myself ever actually updated the drivers from an older version, so I didn't know you needed to first disable the old version. So you should actually do that first and then reboot, but I actually found in my testing that it's okay to disable it, not reboot, and then install the new one and reboot. However, it's not recommended. I did have some problems later and have to redo the whole thing all over again with it disabled when I first did it. I was having some trouble here, and so I was looking at some forums. So that's always a good thing to do. If you just have any problems at all with your Linux or with your computer, just type in what the problem is into Google, and you pretty much can always find the answer within the first few links. So yep, let's finish disabling it, and I'm just downloading it. So the latest version, 9.9, is actually really awesome. I have to say, they've fixed all the bugs and it works better than any version before. All my video works and everything. Anyway, so here we are in the command line terminal. You've just got to type in this command, which is sudo space sh space dots / ATI driver installer 9 x86.run or x86.x86/64 run, because I got the 64-bit version. Of course, the numbers there would be relevant to which version you've got, so maybe by the time you watch this there could be a newer version and it might be higher than 9.9. It opens up this installer, and you just sort of follow what I'm doing here on the screen, go next, and just do the express install. You need to agree to the automatic install option that you see here, I should say. So select that and begin the install. It does take a few minutes. Even on my quad-core with 4 GB RAM on 64 bits. But it does need to do a lot of stuff here. It's quite an impressive process. It's compiling a kernel driver module that goes into the kernel. It's compiling the driver from the source. That's one ATI driver file. It's a run file. Will work on any Linux distribution. So the commands might probably the same for any Linux distribution, but I can't guarantee that. That's why I'm just saying Debian and Ubuntu, because I know and Linux Mint and Ubuntu, Ubuntu, all those versions. You should be using, in my opinion, one of the derivatives anyway, the most promising for the desktop proliferation. So it's finished installing, and we just have to reboot. So restart. This is one of the rare times you need to restart when doing a kernel module. Here I've restarted, and just checking my display settings, because I've got a dual monitor set up, so you can change your display settings there, just in the control center, or you go, the systems menu, then preferences, and then display to get to that. And then you can enable your second monitor, so you turn off mirror screens. I've got 2 different size monitors, and that works fine, as you can see here. One's a widescreen, one's not. Just put your password in and apply that, and then you need to log out and back in, or you can restart if you feel like it, and those changes will take effect. Now, bear in mind that I did that and actually was finding the system to be unreliable because it uses a different technology. So I had to disable that and do it all over again using the actual ATI software that came with the drivers. Here it is, the ATI Catalyst Control Center, and with this new version you get an icon for super user or root user for you to put the password in so that you're able to make changes easily. You need to first go into the display manager and actually enable both monitors. So turn it off back to defaults at the beginning, then go in here, enable both monitors if you have both monitors, restart, then go back in there and turn that X-ray mirror thing on as well, and restart again, and then you'll have the proper setup. Otherwise you'll have like 2 different screens that have 2 different computers with 2 different start menus that you can't drag windows between. The other thing I'm doing here is enabling 3D settings. So you just do that in your appearance, and then the 3D effects all worked beautifully. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Have a nice day.